Yeah, let's start.
Good evening, everyone. On the behalf of Team NIST, I would like to welcome all the esteemed faculties and all the FMGs all around the globe who are giving the exam on 4th of December. And now, as we know, only 3 days are left before the 3 days are left before the exam, and this is the time when apart from the study wala anxiety, we get a lot more anxious at how to utilize these last 3 days to the max. This is what majority, because all of us have given the exam and we have this kind of problem toward the exam. So we feel what better way is to interact and to give some suggestions from our side which can help our dear students. And the biggest question towards this, on this day, what I feel is that students must be having that what should be done. I mean, are we supposed to focus more on the notes, or we should be doing the questions more? How to go about this? So for this, I would like to ask Dr. Shilpi ma'am to please give her views. Ma'am, please.
Thank you, Dr. Kunal. Hello to all my students. Best of luck to all of you. All of you are working really hard, and I wish from the bottom of my heart that all of you qualify this exam. Your hard work will definitely pay. At this point of time, first of all, you have to keep yourself positive. The question which comes in your mind in these last days, that what should I study? Should I study the notes or should I go for the MCQs? The first and the most important thing is that don't read anything new. Don't go for any new MCQs. You have to stick to the notes which you are already doing. And if you want to revise the MCQs, you have to revise the MCQs you have already read or already you have done. Revise those MCQs you have done in the test series, and very important, the clinical cases which you have done in the test series or during the clinical case discussions. Now, if you compare the two, we say that the notes you have to, we will say that the notes are much more better when you are doing the revision, and focus on those important points which you have marked, or during the class the faculty has told you that these are the most important points. And do a quick scanning of your notes. And a very, very important thing is that be at your comfort at this point of time. No anxiety should be there, no nervousness. Don't doubt yourself. Be confident, have confidence in yourself, and be positive. So best of luck to all of you again. To Dr. Kunal, please.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Now, the second question, which is a very important question, that everything is fine, but then how to get away with the stress in these last 2 days which we are having. We are not able to sleep, we are not able to eat, we are not able to do anything. So on this question, I would like respected Dr. Deepa ma'am to please guide the students. What should be done?
Hello, my Miss Tami. How are my Miss Soldiers? How's the Josh going on? I hope every answer should be in yes. I know that you all had been given a mission, and mission was that you have to score 150 plus marks in the coming December 4th, 2020 examination. And you all have to complete this mission by 5 p.m. on 4th of December. And I know my army is marching confidently towards this mission. You all are working very hard for past few months without taking care of your health, your food. You all had gone through the sleepless nights in the past few days. And now you had reached to that point that you have to go only for 60 hours journey. You're very close to your target. You could see your victory sign there in the form of white coat and a very good quality stethoscope hanging there. You could feel happiness on face of your parents and yourself. And this journey appears to be, oh, ye to main kar lunga. But, please listen carefully. Although this journey appears to be very short, but this is very crucial. And after this moment, what is the most important point which will decide your result is how you are going to perform. And it is not the knowledge, although the knowledge plays an important role. But a most important part is how you are going to utilize this knowledge, how you are performing in your examination. This is the most crucial point. And in spite of little bit less knowledge, if you are able to perform your best, then definitely the miracle is going to happen in the results. So here I just want to share few tips how you can have your best performance in the examination. And the most important point is that you should take adequate physical and mental rest from today onwards till your examination. Now, minimum 6 to 8 hours rest is required because we all know that healthy brain always lives in healthy body. So if your body is not physically fit, relaxed, how you are able to recall the past things, what you had studied in your whole medical career. So this is actually nowadays the conceptual based or concept based examination where you have to integrate the concept of the different subjects. And this is only possible if your body is relaxed physically and mentally. Otherwise, you will work at subconscious level and you may make silly mistakes. And we are at this point that we cannot accept a single silly mistake because we don't want to lose even a single mark, which is going to have a very good weightage towards the end. So remember, adequate physical and mental rest is very important. And for mental relaxation, either you can listen music, you can play any instrument, you can read any motivational quotations, or you can do some meditation or mental relaxation exercises. Now, another important point is already highlighted by Dr. Shilpi. Do not read anything new. You had studied enough of material. Now, no new thing has to be added. कई बार हमें लगता है अरे ये पोर्शन मेरा रह गया. If you see some MCQ, अरे ये वाला टॉपिक तो मैंने पढ़ा ही नहीं है, चलो इसको मैं पढ़ लेता हूँ. If you are going to not attempt a one question, it hardly matters. If you are going to lose the 10 questions because of this one topic, it matters. So don't read anything new from today onwards till your examination. Do not expect to revise everything. This is a very, very important a point which gives us apprehension. अरे मेरा तो एनाटमी रिवाइज नहीं हुआ, मेरा बायोकेमिस्ट्री रिवाइज नहीं हुआ, मेरा सर्जरी रिवाइज नहीं हुआ, मेरा PSM रिवाइज नहीं हुआ. Nobody can revise the whole content in the remaining 30 active hours. Why I'm saying 30 active hours after the 60 hours? Because if say 8 hours of a sleep, so you're having the 24, 25 hours in your rest only. And some hours you have to give your physical activities also. So in the remaining active 30 hours, you cannot revise everything. So you have to revise only the important salient points you had already highlighted in your notes. So don't expect to revise everything. Now there should not be any distraction from the social media platform. From today onwards till the examination, you may be having firing on the different social platforms of more than 1,000 MCQs of the different subjects. आपको लगेगा अरे मैं इसका mock test कर लूं, इसका subject test कर लूं. You should not be distracted by these efforts. Otherwise, what will happen? If you are not able to answer a question, you will feel depressed. अरे मुझे तो याद ही नहीं आ रहा, मेरा क्या होगा? So you will go in negativity. So you can just rely on 2-3 social platforms which you think that it is really helping you. Otherwise, don't rush here and there to solve all the MCQs, to apply or attend all the mock tests of the different platforms. So avoid this distraction. No comparison with others. This is another a very important point. Sometimes if you discuss with your friends, so अरे मैंने तो कल पूरा 5 subjects का revision कर लिया, and if you are able to revise only the 2 subjects, आप तो गए गड्ढे में. So there should not be any comparison with others, because every person is a unique person. Whatever you are reading, you should have a confidence in that. No comparison with others. There should not be any influence of the mock test results what we had conducted in the last 3 days. We had 2 mock tests. Some might have performed very well. They should not go in overconfidence. Those who had not performed well, they should not go in underconfidence. But the point everyone should analyze from these mock tests is your mistakes. Because these mock tests are only to realize yourself the mistake. And you have to promise me today that you are not going to repeat these silly mistakes in examination. That will, mind my words, that will give you additional bonus points of 10 to 15 marks if you are avoiding the silly mistakes, what you might have done in your mock test. So avoid these silly mistakes. So these tests are only just that you should be able to identify your mistakes. You have to correct it, not you have to repeat them. Now don't leave the 2 ropes. One is the rope of hope, another is the rope of faith. Always have a hope that everything will happen good, because miracles can happen every day. If you know that I am knowing a subject of only 109 marks, but if you are going with the confidence to the examination that how I can convert this 109 to 190, that should be your spirit. So never leave the rope of hope, as well as never leave the hope of faith in yourself, faith in God, because we all see that miracles can happen. Now you had applied your key of hard work to open the locker, and now the second key to open the locker is the wish of God. So it's a luck, wish, or blessings of the God. Let them do their own work. You have done your work. So trust in God, trust in yourself, trust in your hard work, and that is faith in your blessings of your parents, friends, relatives, teachers. So these 2 ropes you have to hold forever, not for this exam, forever in your life. Because everything can be converted in possible. Just have to drop the 2 words, 2 letters, I can say. We have to drop the 2 letters, and any impossible thing can be converted into possible. And believe that yes, you can. And in the final, that yes, you can, and you will definitely do. So what I just want to say that with these words, I just want to wish you all the very best. And we are all waiting at the finishing line to welcome you all. So all the best. God bless you. Over to Dr. Kunal.
Thank you, Deepa ma'am. Thank you so much. I mean, all the students must be feeling very motivated and energetic after listening to you. Now, what happens is that let's imaginary that we reach a day before the exam. And now, students are thinking that how to manage the last day. When should we sleep? When should we get up? What should be the ideal way by which, we'll be getting into the last day, that is on 3rd of December. So for this, I would like to welcome our esteemed Dr. Salman sir to give his views. So please.
Hi, good evening, doctors, and good evening, all the esteemed faculties. So here we are again at that moment where we are all anxious, right? We are under the peer pressure, fear. Basically, our sympathetic system is active. Okay, so understand one thing, that this is how humans were made, my friends. Dar acha hai, dar ke aage jeet hai, right? So without fear, we are not motivated to do things. Okay, so God has created the world in this way, and we all will feel that. Okay, so let's fight this exam with fear. It's okay. We all are going to have the fear. Now, coming to the last day as such. Okay, let me take an example here. Suppose there is a bride and a groom. You know, it's a special day of their life. What they would do is they want to lose weight. So you tell me, just one day before exam, can I lose weight? Of course not. Okay. This is a thing that has been going on for a while now. So same way, right? You cannot achieve this thing in one day over here, right? You have been working hard for so many months already. You have been on the diets, and that diet is your hard work. And that is the main thing if you want to lose your weight, which you have already done. Okay, so jakaaz ho jao. You're all gonna look awesome. Same way, right, in the exam, you're all gonna do well. Keep the confidence level high. Okay, that we are gonna do it. Hum karke dikhayenge, my friends. All right. Luck, of course, plays a role, but luck is just like the exercise, which has a role, but not as much as the diet. So your hard work you have done is already, there for you. Okay, now couple of things that you're going to do in the last day. As Deepa ma'am has already mentioned, you cannot revise everything in one day, my friends, right? So whatever you have highlighted, the most important things, let's say there were certain key areas which the faculty have mentioned, it's important, and you think you're forgetting it, right? Revise that things. This is the time you can utilize for that. Okay, so keep calm. Please know you cannot revise everything right now. Whatever the highlighted things are there, just brush up on them. Who knows, they might show up in the clinical vignette giving you the answer through that. Even if it's not a one liner question, right? Through that one word only, we never know, we might answer the entire question. Okay, so that's all. The sleep, as Shilpi ma'am and Deepa ma'am has, told everything about that. Without sleep, we will not be able to give our best performance. And I know, right, we all have taken the exam under the fear we will not be able to sleep as much. But try your level best as much as you can sleep, and then, right, take your exam. Then you're going to do well. Also, trust your intuition, your subconscious. Mostly your first answer is going to be correct. Okay. Don't change your answers in the exam. So I won't say much more than this. All right. I wish you all the very best, and you all pass with the flying colors. See you all then.
Thank you very
Over
much,
to
sir.
Dr. Kunal, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. I really wish and hope that everyone is jackass, and they must be
Jackass.
yeah, jackass. So now, like hypothetically, we have discussed that what should be done on third, and now so it's very important that we are seeing this from last few years that the day of exam comes, and now is the morning of the exam day, and the students, it's very normal that they will be a little panicky, and what should they be doing on the day of exam in the morning when they are reaching to the centers, what all should be carried there so that there is no hassle at the exam center. And for this, I would like to ask Dr. Sandan Saha sir to please share a few words.
Thank you, Dr. Kunal. First of all, wish you all the best, my dear students. You have already done enough and you are almost at the last stage, beta. Only 2 more days to go. Just keep your morale high. That is very, very important, beta. And keep your confidence also very high. And try to face your fear. Fear is inevitable. We all have gone through the same stages, beta. This is seen in all the students, whoever is appearing for any sort of exam in their life. Fear is inevitable. It will be there, but somehow you have to overcome that on the exam day when it will matter the most, and you all will be able to come out with flying colors. Now, as Dr. Kunal pointed out, please try to remember that you need to carry the few more important things. COVID situation is going on, so don't forget your mask, carry your own sanitizers. No need to carry water bottle because that will be provided by the exam centers itself. And also remember, beta, please carry the valid ID proof what you had given during the form fill up. Don't carry something else. I believe all of you, most of the students would have given the passport. So please do carry that. That is very, very important. And also try to carry And don't forget the most important, the admit card beta. So these are the 4 most important things. Don't forget that. And please remember beta, the last but not the least, the most important, the 5th thing you will need and that will save you in the exam hall is your own self-confidence beta. Believe me beta, your confidence has to be very, very high on the exam day. And as Salman sir also pointed out, other faculties also will say the same thing, that don't ever change your answer beta. We have been seeing through the ages that whatever comes to your mind for the first time out of 4 options, usually in 99% of the cases beta, that is the correct answer. So don't change the answer at the last moment. Keep your morale high. Go with the self belief that yes, I can crack this exam on the 4th December itself. And wish you all the best beta. And I hope that you all will be able to come out with flying colors. May God bless you all, beta. Thank you so much. Over to Dr. Kunal.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very, very much. Now we are done what we have to do just before the exam. Now we have entered the examination center. Now how to handle the paper, because this is the final battle which is happening. So how to handle the paper? So for this, I would like to ask our own Dr. Rajiv sir to please, sir, please can you say a few words on this, sir?
Yes. Hi, good evening, everyone. Yes, good evening. So the final exam days, there, and we have the real now, the thing which we have been preparing for the last so many months, we are going to face that now. So this strategy we have been talking multiple number of time in the class also. Let me really, say it out again. The first most thing which you should know, that please be very clear about the rule of the game, that around 80 to 90 question would be totally new, unknown to us. This is the basic fundamental rule you need to remember. However, we may say, it looks very, very classy to say, no, let's know everything, but that doesn't work out in medical science, I would say. And that's how the papers work in India. So expect a lot of unexpected things over there. I'm saying it again. Expect a lot of unexpected things over there. And if we accept this is a rule of the game, believe me, the panic will be lesser. Nobody out of you can really afford to have no anxiety. It is impossible to have no anxiety, but yes, anxiety can be brought to a lowest level if we know the rule of the game. And the most fundamental rule of the game I want you all to be aware about is that there'll be a lot of unexpected things over there. But if you are clear about one thing, which is a mantra which we have to really keep in mind, that even if I know 50% of the questions, I will just pass the exam. You are not there to prove to NBE that I'm the most intelligent medical professional in the country. You are just there to just pass the exam. So let's take the things as they are, rather than really getting, too much, that, oh, I don't know this, I don't know that. Look for what you know. Fish for what you know. In this pond of a lot of unknown questions, there'll be a lot of known questions also. Now, let me come to the known questions now. One-liners should be respected like anything. One-liners, posterior cricoretinoid muscle is the abductor. Please don't read adductor on that day, okay? One-liners you cannot afford to take lightly, because any silly mistake would really take us towards, below 150. We don't want any, none of us want that you should really sit in this session again. We all want may everyone pass. The rule is that please, whenever you look at one-liner, please give more respect to it, okay? When you see an unknown question, okay, just smile. Think about what is a possible choice. As Dr. Sayantan said, that generally the first choice is the correct choice. So don't change it. Mark it and go ahead. Now, in the unknown questions, please do not give more than 15-20 seconds to just answer and go ahead, Bachche. If you read a syndrome which you have been not really knowing and you never read about that, just mark it and really go ahead. That's all, and never come back to it. Now, for the known questions, one-liners to be respected. Number 2. Now, image-based questions, generally don't look at the image and suddenly feel palpitation that now what will happen. Lot of time it has been seen in NEET PG, in INICT, which happened just a couple of days back. A lot of time the statement is self-explanatory. Image is only there to increase the ornamental value of the question. Believe me, sometimes they give you a lot of data in the question itself and they put the image just to make sure that they put some image-based question. But image doesn't carry that much importance as you may be feeling. So don't look at the image-based question, suddenly feel, having, a lot of panic attack over there. Ab kya hoga, ab kya hoga? Not like that. A lot of time the question has got a very valid statement and the image is just supporting that statement that he's giving over. Okay. Like for example, last paper also, nasal bone trauma, nasal bone fracture, only an X-ray given over there of nasal bone fracture, but doesn't have any value. He is asking the management. Okay. Okay. So don't look at a question that mujhe aata nahi hoga. Aisa nahi sochna hai. Image-based questions, a lot of time the clinical data is self-explanatory. But if it is a one-liner question about the image and you do not have any other statement written over there, it's only, for example, an instrument of surgery or gynae or whatever subject, and you have never seen that instrument, guys, again, it's an unknown question. Mark the most beautiful choice and go ahead. Let's save time. Why we are saving time, beta? Now comes the real question, which really created, a lot of issue on 31st August. There will be 1 kilometer long question. There'll be 2 kilometer long question. Now, 1 kilometer long question, a lot of medicine question, surgery question. There, a lot of clinical data is there, and you have to really analyze the data in a proper way. In that, 2 tricks work. Number 1, read the choices first and go back to the statement again. If you read the stroke name of the arteries which is responsible for stroke, it's a stroke question. Okay. Then you look for the clinical data. A lot of time you have got the keywords written over there and you crack the answer. And second thing is that sometimes what happens is that when you are just going through that question, and if you already have caught the keyword, again simultaneously look at the choices given over there and finish the question. Always think about more simpler answers. Don't think it's a complicated scenario. Everything is going to be rare diagnosis. They are simple things like sarcoidosis, tuberculosis, simpler things, simpler, not like the rarest vaginous granulomatosis always actually. Okay. So look for the clinical data, go for a, think about what he's asking and go for the simpler diagnosis most of the time and really finish the question. Now, 2 kilometer long questions are the most scary ones. These are the questions which a lot of people really faced a lot of issue last time. What is 2 kilometer long question? Clinical statement, longer one. 1 or 2 images of X-ray, ECG, CT scan, barium swallow, also given along with that image, and now gets the real problem. Guys, please be careful about these 2 kilometer long questions, because even reading that question will take more than 1 minute. You know it. And still we are not sure about answer. What I would suggest you, that whenever you see such a long question, just mark anything coming to your mind and flag that question. Flag that question, reach the 150 question by 135 minutes, beta. Let's reach 150th question by 135 minutes. And then come back to these flag questions and really see what we can do about them. Generally, these 2 kilometer long questions are really tougher to handle, beta. And that really brings our morale down and wastes a lot of time. Last paper, 31st August paper, a lot of people could not reach the 150th question. Last 10 questions they solved in 1 minute, A, B, C, D, and they couldn't read even that. This time, the motto is 150 question we will attempt by 135 minutes. And the last 15 minutes, we are going to really go back and see the flag question. And do not flag too many questions, beta. Only flag those questions, because you know what, don't go to the question again and change that answer again. As Dr. Santan said, that we need not change the answer again and again, only for the longer question with the images. Yes, I cannot handle the data. Don't worry. Just mark it and go ahead, beta. And remember the rule, there will be trail of questions of unknown territory totally. 2 questions, 3 questions, 5 questions, 7 questions, like that in a sequence will be coming sometime, which is going to really, take you, into a different territory. Just remember, we discussed in the class, it is going to happen. And just remember, I said also always that remember my face over there and smile and mark the choice and go ahead, beta. बोलते रहना अपने आप को, कहते रहना है. अगर आधा भी आता होगा तो पास हो जाएंगे, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. लास्ट टाइम बहुत लोग पास हो गए. Last time also a lot of people passed. The paper was not difficult. The paper was lengthier. This time we already know such kind of things are going to happen in the paper. So let's have a strategy, beta. बहुत slow नहीं चलेंगे. 150 question by 135 minutes. Last 15 questions to look back. What we can really see for the flag question. Do not worry. Believe me, this is the pattern. If we follow every question, we're going to really see opportunity to score 1 out of 150. And last thing I'll say is, between paper 1 and paper 2, please keep your mouth, ears, eyes shut. Please do not speak anything. Do not discuss anything. Do not let anybody come to you and say, "Tune uska kya likha? Tune uska kya likha? What was that question?" None of anybody's business. None of my business even, beta. Still 150 questions are coming on your way. Even if you scored worst out of worst, 75, 80 marks in the paper one. Believe me, don't you think so? You can score, 70, 75 questions in the paper two and can pass comfortably in the paper, beta. Why you are really making your life and other person's life a little more troublesome, beta? On that day, let's support each other. In the break time, let's really sit away from each other, look at our notes, and you know what, go to the paper two as a fresh opportunity to score the 150 question marks. Okay, we all are praying for you. Each one in the Mist family will be praying for you. Each one of us really is looking forward to only for one message from you, that we have passed, beta. And may everyone pass, may everyone be blessed in this exam, and I'm sure you're going to do great. Thank you very much, Kunal. Over to you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Now, as you have already told, sir, but then, this break time, as the last exam happened, and I have a very, near view of what basically happens during the break. We always say that, but then the students, because last time the paper was a little different, so students were very, into a kind of a frenzy, and they were talking to each other, not eating anything, not sitting anything, and they were like scratching their heads. So, and still, by seeing that scenario, I felt that the result might be very bad. But then, the result came and people passed. So I think the importance of that, those hours in between in the break is very, very, very important. It is really something which should be taken proper care of. And I would like to stress on that. And I would like our beloved Dr. Shashwat sir to please put a light on this, sir, and please share a few thoughts of yours that what should be done during exactly in the break, and anything else you want to say, sir.
Good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am here as an afterthought. Actually, I didn't think I would be able to make it, but just to see that you were there. So I haven't really prepared anything. I hope am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir. Yes,
for one or two people. So I haven't really prepared anything particular for this, but I did think the example given by Dr. Salman is the incredible example of how the bride and the groom want to lose weight a day before the wedding or on the day of the wedding. I have a solution to that. And that is ditch the bride and take the first flight to Antarctica. That way you lose weight, your mental weight. You understand? What I meant is in a different way, the weight that you all carry, that we all carry, is mental. It's not physical. We carry a lot of baggage with us. What will our parents say? What will our boyfriends and girlfriends and relatives say? We have not passed last time. This time also is difficult. What's going to happen to us? What will happen? This is the anxiety which strikes us down. And this is the one thing, the killer thing. It's not the lack of knowledge. I have found a lot of my very good students not passing 149, 148, 147. Why? I can't understand it. They could answer the questions in the class. They could do it in everywhere. But in the exam, they just clam up. They just freeze up. Okay? I think personally, it is the weight, the mental weight of our expectations that we carry, which should be ditched. Okay? So at that point, remember, you're not thinking of your parents, you're not thinking of Mist, you're not thinking of Dr. Vineet and anybody. You're thinking of yourself. Okay? Ultimately, it is your war. We can only guide you from the side. I can only cheer you, I can pray for you, but I can't fight your war for you. I can't live your life for you. It's what I told my ex-girlfriend one day. I said, I can die for you, but I can't live for you. You understand? I have to live for myself. So what message? I do not have any magical tricks at this last minute to help you with the exam. All I can say are the basic stuff that all of you have repeated. Again, don't miss any question. Not a single question is to be missed. Aim to complete all questions. Read the question twice. Every question, you have 1 minute per question. Please read the question twice. Most of us make so many mistakes. All of them are except. You do not read the word except. You've completed the entirely wrong question. Okay. Most common cause. Second most common cause. You've not read the question. What you've done is to really read the question, the answer to which you know. The examiner is not interested in what you know. Examiner is interested in getting his question answered. He doesn't want to know what you know. You understand? So what I find is that you do not read most of the questions. Please go through the questions once and twice, even the simplest ones, the simple one-liners. As Dr. Dhawan said, do not disrespect the one-liner. These are the ones which are going to bail you out. I do not know how many of them will be asked this time. Probably not too many. But do not disrespect the one-liner. Read them twice, get the answer. These are the ones who are going to bail you out. Also remember some basic guidelines, okay? Which is to say, usually questions which want to fool you, they'll have a lot of information. You know, anything that is numerical in it, anything that is 100%, all or none questions are usually wrong. 100% cases present with leukocoria in retinoblast, incorrect. This is medicine, nothing works 100%. Only 70%, 60%, 80%. Nothing works 100%. All cases of retinoblastoma do not come with leukocoria, only 60%. So any question that says all cases do or no cases does is probably incorrect. Okay, some basic, look at the language. Many of you, I have always said you should improve your language, but please look at the language. What are they asking? And most of the answers are given in the questions. Again, the long ones, the lengthy ones, again, Dr. Dhawan said very clearly, there will be lengthy ones there. How many we cannot say. Do not get scared by them. Okay, focus on the ones that you know. The information is there. I try to do it and we all do it in our clinical case discussions. All of us, we try to coach you. The information is hidden there amongst a mile of extra information. You have to weed it out and ask the questions. Again, gut feeling. What many of you repeated, I agree with that. Gut feeling very strongly. See, you have studied so much in the last 6 months at least, if not the last few years. That memory is a very subclinical thing, subcortical thing. Memory is controlled particularly by the limbic system. Okay, the limbic system, and then there is the neocortex, a part of cerebellum. So this is often hidden under layers. You do not know why is the answer, but it feels like that. Okay, it often plays a great role. Particularly in females, I feel the intuition is very well developed. Trust that. You feel gut feeling goes between A and B, goes for A, take it. Okay. And again, if you fall short time, as many of you very short time, again, Dr. Dhawan is absolutely right in saying the last paper was not difficult. It was lengthy. It was not difficult. It was lengthy. You have to scale this time. You have to time yourself so well that you finish 15, 20 minutes before ahead and go back to the ones that you have stopped. Okay. That's all basic stuff I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. I have nothing else to say except that I hope that you all do well and you will do well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very, very much. And now we have, it's like a flowchart, we are discussing a lot of things, from today till we have even, as many of us have said that, and I particularly, again, I'm very sorry, but then I particularly again would want to focus on this, that, in the break, beta, in the break, please, whatever paper one holds for you, we do not know. Whatever paper one holds for you, bache, please make sure that you are sitting on your, into your vehicles, which you have went there, and you are reading something. You are putting a lot of focus on the images, because images, they will come. Okay, and you are putting focus on paper number 2 subjects like surgery and obs-gyne in particular. And ENT and ortho also comes there, but then, they're already in your blood. So I'm not saying anything about them, but then, put focus on that. That is very, very, very important. Do not talk. Just do not talk, do not discuss the answers, because whatever you have marked in paper 1, that is gone now, beta. You cannot change anything. So this is what, I want to focus a little bit. Now, we have discussed things, but then, in the last, these 2 days, which we are left with, 3 days rather. So which subjects in particular have to be more focused upon? This is something which is also very important. And for this, I would like to ask our Dr. Amit Gupta, sir, to please share a few words, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Kunal. Good evening, my loving students. मेरे प्यारे बच्चों, कैसे हो? 2 दिन बचे हैं, just 2 days left, and you all are shivering. This mobile is flooded with the messages. Sir, क्या करें? What to do? What to do? कुछ याद नहीं आ रहा. क्या पढ़ा था? कैसे पढ़ा था? My advice here would be, while taking a shorter time, that don't change anything drastically at this moment. Just 2 days to go. Whatever way you are studying, keep on studying that way. Starting from our anatomy, my sincere advice in these 2 days would be, Just go through the subjects, just turn the pages of your notes from top to bottom. Don't try to read them as a whole. Just try to have a look from top to bottom. Like in anatomy, you should focus on clinical anatomy part like Erb's palsy, Klumpke's palsy, and so on, because questions may be framed in a clinical manner only. In biochemistry, those high yield, volatile areas which you keep on forgetting. Similarly, in physio, some equations, some graphs, just go through that quickly. Pathology, histopathological images, just go through all the images and try to correlate this pathology part with medicine. Just go through quickly, just turn the pages faster, just 2 days to go. I'm talking about what have to be done in these 2 days. First message is don't change anything drastically. Keep on doing whatever way you are doing, but try to turn the pages quickly. What is going to happen on 4th of December? If you are turning the pages quickly, you will have a good recall. Where did you read it? And you already have made anchors, like you have encircled, you have underlined the volatile areas, important areas. So go through this like this: anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, pathology, pharmacology, and microbiology, particularly those drugs, those important areas like anti-cancer drugs are very important. Autonomic nervous system is very important. Dr. Salman is here. So just go through all those areas which you keep on forgetting quickly. Similarly, in microbiology, forensic medicine is very important. All those IPCs which you have made the chart, go through them very quickly. PSM, biostatistics. In INI CET conducted on 20th November 2020, there were a good number of questions from biostatistics. So try to focus on biostatistic parts in PSM. ENT, ophtha, as Dr. Kunal has rightly said, they are in your blood. But just if you want to turn the pages quickly in 1 or 2 hours, turn the pages quickly. And regarding medicine, surgery, OBG, radiology, psychiatry, dermatology, pediatrics, orthopedics, they will be forming good number of questions, good bulk in your paper. Go through all the images of ophthalmology, dermatology, radiology. They are very important. And all the staging and treatment of cancers in whatever subjects you have, all the images you have to go through. This is not the time to understand why bleeding in placenta previa is painless and why bleeding in abruptio placentae is painful. We discussed in our classes. With placental abruption, there is release of thromboplastin, and this thromboplastin is responsible for dark-colored amniotic fluid in abruptio placentae. And this thromboplastin is responsible for hardness of uterus. So uterine tone is increased. This is why abdomen is hard and tender. This is why you are not able to palpate fetal parts. This is why you are not able to auscultate, to hear fetal heart sound. This is not the time to go through all that. मेरे प्यारे बच्चों, आप बहुत अच्छे से जानते हो why bleeding in abruptio placentae is painful, why bleeding in placenta previa is painless. This is the time to just go through placenta previa, painless, abruptio placentae, painful. That's all. Ho gaya yaar. Done, done. Why to panic? We have studied everything conceptually in MIST. This is the beauty of MIST, you know. All the subjects have been studied conceptually. You are ready to face any 2 kilometer, 5 kilometer story-based question because you have been taught like this in MIST. This is what MIST stands for. Why parents are always asking, why everyone is taking the name MIST, MIST, MIST? Why MIST is the best? Why MIST is the best? Why MIST is the best? I say one thing only, MIST is a field. MIST can't be explained in words. So this is not the time to go through why this happened. Just go through quickly, just turn the pages from top to bottom, and just remember. Again, this mobile is flooded with the messages. Sir, kuch yaad nahi aa raha. We are not able to memorize anything. We are losing hope. Kuch nahi hoga, sir. Just believe one thing. Greatest people in the world have attained their success, greatest success, just one step beyond their greatest failure. I repeat, mere pyare bachcho, greatest people in the world have attained their greatest success, just one step beyond their greatest failure. Oh, then, this world is waiting for you to welcome you. The clinics, the wards, the hospitals, they are waiting to welcome you. थोड़ा सा और मेरे प्यारे बच्चों, बस थोड़ा सा और. 2 दिन बस. पेज को टर्न करना है, पढ़ना भी नहीं है. Just turn the pages, turn the pages, turn the pages quickly. Thank you very much. I don't want to take much of the time. Otherwise, you know, I can speak non-stop for 10 days like that. Done. Wish you all the very best. मेरे प्यारे बच्चों, खुश रहो.
Thank you very much, sir. It's quite motivating. I mean, मुझे लग रहा है मैं भी चला जाऊँ तो फोड़ दूँगा. It's quite motivating. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Now, I mean, we are towards the end of the session, and I would like Vineet sir to please sir, share a few motivate and please calm down the nerves of all the students. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kunal sir, and a very, very warm welcome and very good evening to the respected faculties on this platform. First of all, namaste to everyone, and a very, very warm welcome to all the students as well who are appearing for this 4th of December FMGE exam. To all the foreign medical graduates from the entire MIST family, we really wish you all the very best. And whatever has to be done today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and on the exam day, it was really delightful to hear from the esteemed faculties about what has to be done on 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of December. They have concluded it wonderfully, and I would just like to summarize what everyone has said. On 2nd of December and 3rd of December, you have to just take very, very small targets. Keep your patience, keep your cool as much as possible. Keep on turning the pages and make very short targets. Don't take big targets that I have to cover the entire one subject in 4 hours or something like that. Just keep on turning the pages and try to recollect whatever you have read. It is absolutely normal to forget many things at this stage, but believe us that on the exam day, you are going to remember all those things, what you are forgetting at this point of time. So just have faith and believe in yourself. This is what we need to do on 2nd and 3rd of December. Try to remove the anxiety levels. Try to sleep well on 2nd, 3rd December as much as possible. Though I know it's not easy for any one of us, but yes, you have to take control of your sleep as well, because this is going to play a key role on 4th of December. Your mental patience, your mental cool is going to be really deciding. On 4th of December, you have to wake up early in the morning, as you know that the entry in the examination hall is going to close at 8:30. So make your arrangements, or whatever arrangements you are opting for. Just try to make sure that you are there at the center by 7:45, and then just sit in one corner or in the vehicle, whatever you have opted for. Keep your cool, go inside by 8 o'clock, because due to COVID-19, there might be some precautions, some long lines which you might have to cross. So just take care of the time at that point of time. Then in the examination, what you are supposed to do, as sir has already mentioned, that how you have to focus on the single liner. You cannot afford to miss out on that. How you have to follow the image-based question, how you have to answer the 1 kilometer long question, how you have to answer the 2 kilometer long question, what has to be done if you are not able to remember any of the choices, right? Because as Dhawan sir has already said, that you have to score just 150 to get across that mark, right? So be careful in the examination hall. The keywords, what everyone has said, time management is going to be most important. Time management, okay? Number 2, your patience levels. They have to be very, very, very strong. Your mental cool, your mental balance has to be absolutely perfect. In the break time, you're not going to discuss anything with anyone. Second paper, try to correlate the things as much as possible. Apply all the knowledge of the different subjects, the basic subjects into the clinical subjects, and definitely you will come out with flying colors. Thank you very much. Wish you all the very best. May God bless everyone. May everyone pass. And with these words, I would request everyone to wish all the foreign medical graduates all the very best from the entire Miss family.
All the very best.
All the best, beta. All the best.
All the best. All the best.
Best of luck to all of you.
प्यारे प्यारे
All the very best to everyone. And
All the best.